The American Ballpark Road Trip is an independent production. All views and opinions expressed are that of the show's producers and host alone. The American Ballpark Road Trip does not claim any ownership of intentionally or unintentionally disseminated copyright material displayed, recorded, or utilized within the show. Hey Ballpark fans, Nick Carey here, and welcome to the American Ballpark Road Trip, where we showcase baseball teams, the ballparks they call home, and their surrounding communities. Today we are visiting the Bluegrass State in Madisonville, Kentucky, home of the Summer Collegiate Ohio Valley League's Madisonville Miners, who play their home games here at historic Elmer Kelley Stadium. So grab your favorite ballpark brew, sit back, relax, and enjoy the trip. Madisonville is a bustling city of nearly 20,000 in western Kentucky. Serving as the county seat of Hopkins County, Madisonville sits 1 hour south of Evansville, Indiana, and 90 minutes north of Nashville, Tennessee. The city was founded in 1807 and named for then Secretary of State James Madison. The first outcropping of coal was discovered near Madisonville in 1837, but coal didn't become king here until the 1860s and 70s, when the railroad came through. From then until the 1960s, Madisonville was a hub for coal mining, the railroads, and tobacco. I'm here visiting the Historical Society of Hopkins County on Union Street in Madisonville. And they have some unique artwork in the 12 window spaces on this original lower level. Now, these were murals from carefully selected photographs, and the Hopkins County Tourist and Convention Commission selected and commissioned Steve Lane, an Owensboro, Kentucky artist, to paint these murals from those carefully selected photos. So when you're in Madisonville, be sure to stop by the Historical Society building, take a lap around, check out these murals, and take a walk through history as well. Now, just steps away from the Hopkins County Historical Society building is the Ruby Laffoon Birthplace Log Cabin. Ruby Laffoon served as the 43rd governor of Kentucky in his term 1931 to 35. He was born in this log cabin just outside Madisonville in 1869. Now, the cabin has since been relocated from the farm where it sat and where Laffoon spent the first 17 years of his life before going on to politics. Now, he's remembered as the governor who instituted the state sales tax in the state of Kentucky, and also the one who named one Harlan Sanders an honorary Kentucky colonel. Now, for baseball fans, his lieutenant governor was A.B. Happy Chandler, who succeeded Kennesaw Mountain Landis as the second commissioner of Major League Baseball. Now, for visitors who want to see both, the log cabin is open year-round in the afternoons, usually from noon to 5 p.m. For scenic outdoor views and adventure seeking when you're visiting Madisonville, check out Grapevine Lake and the surrounding recreational trail. Grapevine Lake Recreational Trail spans 8 miles and sits on 188 acres of parkland. It is recommended for bird watching, fishing, and mountain biking. The mountain biking trails are blazed in the colors red, yellow, and blue, each representing a varying difficulty for riders. There's even a boat ramp for non-gas powered vessels like kayaks and canoes. So when you visit Madisonville, make it a full day's adventure and enjoy Grapevine Lake and the surrounding recreational trail. The park and lake are open dawn till dusk from April 1st to November 1st each year. In recent years, Madisonville has embraced its natural beauty and offerings to visitors and tourists. Even near Elmer Kelley Stadium, you'll find a 9-hole golf course, a foot golf course, 2 stocked fishing lakes, a mini golf course, an amphitheater, and much, much more as part of Madisonville's City Park. Elmer Kelley Stadium has been home to baseball of all levels since 1946, even though the ballpark was completed as a WPA project in 1941. Now, for the 200 plus years of Madisonville and Hopkins County history, that is detailed on the outside of the outfield wall of Elmer Kelley Stadium on this historical timeline portrayed in murals. Ballpark fans, we are in the ballpark, Elmer Kelley Stadium, Elmer Kelley Field behind us. We have our special guest interview for this episode, and with us is
Kent Mills.
And Kent, what's your involvement with the Madisonville Miners?
I am actually the treasurer of the board of the Madisonville Miners, and I've been a host family for the past 11 years.
Great. And what compelled you to get involved with the minors and Madisonville baseball at the summer collegiate level here?
Well, nuts and bolts to it is it was a community, being involved in the community. But my wife told me I was going to do it. So I said no, and she said yes. So
that's how those things go. And how long have you been a host family?
The minors have been here about 11 years, and I've been a host parent for the whole 11 years.
Great.
Without our host families
what
opening up their
is your
homes to our
favorite
players,
memory to
the
do
Miners
with
would not be
Madisonville
able to play
Miners
summer
baseball?
collegiate ball in Madison.
It's probably
Tonight,
3
the
years
Madisonville
ago,
Miners Board of Directors
and
wants to personally
it was a
thank
Father's
each of our host
Day,
families for their
and I
commitment to
got
Madisonville Miners
12 Father's Day cards
Our
from former players.
2022
Isn't that
host
amazing,
family.
those relationships you get to build and
Ed,
make each
Kathy,
summer?
Saley,
And what
host
does
for Ty Moody.
Madisonville mean to the Miners, and what do the Miners mean to Madisonville?
Well, the fan support to the minors, these kids have been amazed how we packed the
Tom
stadium
Morgan,
this year.
host for Cameron
And
Gold.
as far as what it does for Madisonville, it gives our citizens something to do. And it also is a tourism income aspect to it too. The
Ken
team's
Christy Mills,
parents from
host
away
for Evan Liddy,
are
Luke Mitchell,
staying in
and Jake
hotels,
O'Connell.
so it's tourism income.
Yeah, and what do you encourage outside of a Miners game for future visitors and fans to take in when they come to Madisonville?
Well, you've got to come to the stadium because the stadium was built in the 40s.
Yeah,
Will and
yeah,
Marcy
it's a
Cox,
Chicago White
host
Sox
for Parker
used to
Stroh.
play here. But we've got 2 fabulous city parks. We've got some historic issues that you can come look at, but it's a
Jeff
small
and Gene
town, a
Sutton,
great small
host for
town.
Jackson Noel.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for taking the time to be with us, and thank you for what you do for summer collegiate baseball and the players that come here.
Thanks for come watching us, and go Miners.
Go Miners. Miners fans fill Elmer Kelley Stadium each home game, and not only because many are host families, like Kent Mills, who have opened their homes to one or more players for the summer season. The Miners have regularly ranked in the top half of the Ohio Valley League's attendance standings, thanks to Miners faithful. The Miners in the Ohio Valley League attracts players from all levels of college baseball and all across the country. Teams compete in a 40-game regular season, played against opponents spanning Tennessee to southern Indiana, with most clubs calling Kentucky home. 26 player alum have made their way to affiliated pro baseball after spending at least one summer in the Ohio Valley League. The Miners keep fans locked on the action with promos like the local McDonald's franchise giving away Big Macs if a Miners player homers over the Big Mac land sign during a certain inning of the game.
One presence at the ballpark you can't miss is team president Tricia Noel. You can often catch her at Miners road games when she isn't running the day-to-day operations of the team at home. She's often selling merchandise during home games or announcing giveaways to fans between innings. Tricia is at the forefront of the dedicated community members who keep the Miners in action each season.
Troubadour.
Tickets to Miners home games are a bargain at only $5, with all general admission seating. Some fans even take the opportunity to bring their own seats to relax and enjoy the action as near to the field as possible.
Troubadour.
It's time for the merch feature of the game here from Madisonville. And we have the Swinging Miner t-shirt available at MadisonvilleMiners.com. I fell in love with this shirt and this logo when I was scouting this episode, and I encourage everybody to head to MadisonvilleMiners.com for all your Madisonville t-shirts, hats, and other gear. Visit MadisonvilleMiners.com and help support the team.
Unfortunately, the worst opposition any ball club can face, inclement weather, brought the contest to an early end with lightning delays, preceding one of the first major storms of the summer, according to one Miners player. But that didn't stop the team from engaging with their fans. And just because the weather ended the game early, that didn't mean the night was over. We were looking for some great food and a great post-game hangout, and we found it in Farrell's Snappy Service. So if you're looking for breakfast, burger, fries, or some fresh Americana before or after the game, we visited Farrell's Snappy Service. Farrell's has been a local favorite since 1929. This local staple is a throwback to the early days of rock and roll, hot rod cruising down Main Street, USA, with counter service at green vinyl top stools, handwritten menu boards, and neon decor. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When you're in town for a Miners game, just look for the old school green and white sign on North Main Street in Madisonville.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of the American Ballpark Road Trip from historic Elmer Kelley Stadium in Madisonville, Kentucky, home of the Madisonville Miners. Be sure to like this episode, subscribe to our channel, and let us know how we can make the show better at amballparkrt@yahoo.com, and subscribe to our socials, Twitter @amballparkrt, and Facebook, the American Ballpark Road Trip. We'll see you next time, fans.